Hey everybody, I am Haley Gray and I am the group owner here in the Women's Entrepreneur Network. And I posed a question about a week ago and said, hey, what topics should I cover on lives? And this was one of the questions that was posted in the group. And it was how do I expand my customer base past friends and family? Because right now I've got lots of connections, but nobody's buying from me. And I've got lots of friends and followers and lots of followers. So this is a very kind of tricky subject for people in general with their businesses. Because when we first start our businesses, it is natural that our friends and our family are going to tend to buy from us. Great, fantastic, wonderful, awesome. The problem is that, when we start to grow it beyond our friends and family, you do tend to get into that situation where you do have followers, you do have connections, but how do you get them to first base, much less second base, third base, and home run, right? How do you get them to actually turn into buyers? How do you get the connections that are going to actually turn into buyers for you in your business, right? So the first step goes back to who are your ideal clients? And that is going to predicate some of where you're actually going to go looking for clients, right? How are you going to expand that network? How are you going to go hunting for people in order to find them? Because I'll give you an example. A lot of my ideal clients are small business owners who provide a service. So they're attorneys, they are realtors, they are holistic practitioners, they're acupuncturists. There's all of these types of people. Well, one of the best ways that I can find those business owners is in networking groups, in local networking groups, in BNI groups. So one of the things I've done is I've found a really good BNI group and I've joined it, and I have, started to get relationships and get clients out of that BNI group, because those owners, those business owners that are in that group, those people that are in that group are business owners who are exactly my ideal clients. And chances are, a lot of times when we know people who are our ideal clients, many times they actually have friends who are also ideal clients, or they can refer you to other people who are also ideal clients. And hello, Beth. I am so glad to have you and so glad you're back in Texas. I hope it's not hotter than Hades, because I've been to Texas in September and it's hot. So I hope that you are staying cool. So when we start talking about expanding our network into those buyers, so first of all, be really, really clear on who your buyers are. That's always the first point, right? Who are your ideal clients? Where can you possibly find them? It may be Facebook, it may not be Facebook, it may be LinkedIn, right? It may be a lot of different things. Now, if you're going to go up the food chain and you're looking for corporate clients, I'll tell you that sitting here on Facebook is probably not going to help you find those corporate clients that you're looking for. You're probably going to have to go over to LinkedIn and connect with people to build those relationships. And hey, Angela, I hope that you can get back to sleep. That would be really kind of tricky, not able to sleep at 3 a.m. Crazy stuff. I hope you get some sleep. I hope I can lull you to sleep with my talking, or maybe not. So how do you meet people, right? So you go to the places where those people are that you're trying to network with, and you go find ways to make relationships with them, right? So if I was looking for women who want to write books, well, what kind of books are we talking about, right? And go figure out what a good user profile is of the people I'm trying to find. Part of the reason that I'm going to do that is so I know where I'm spending my time and how I'm going to make a point of spending my time. If I'm looking for nonprofits, I'm probably going to go over to LinkedIn and start looking at my connections for nonprofits. Oh, by the way, I did that today and I found 280 first connections that work for nonprofits. So that's a whole lot of leads right there. So start thinking about who it is exactly that you are looking for. What size of business are they in? What size of, are they corporate? Are they entrepreneurs? What do they look like so that you know where and how to find them? And then start thinking about where those people hang out and how you can connect with those people. If you're trying to find entrepreneurs who want to go in and all write a book, well, then chances are you're going to be looking at networking groups. You may be looking at online networking groups, or you may be looking at in-person networking groups. Going to those networking groups, visiting networking groups, having a whole boatload of one-on-ones with people. Y'all, the real business, and here's something people won't tell you, the real business on Facebook, the real business in person happens with those one-to-one meetings, with messengers, with calls, with Zoom calls, with all of those kinds of things. Me broadcasting here on Facebook is only going to get you interested enough to maybe take the next step and be willing to talk to me. It's probably not going to lead directly to a $27, much less a $2,700 sale. Chances are you're going to need to talk to somebody or want to talk to somebody before you're actually going to make the purchase. And it doesn't matter, like I said, whether I'm talking about a $27 product or a $2,700 product. And in fact, I'll give you the perfect example. Right now, I'm promoting the One Summit, which is happening next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 24th through the 26th, right? A lot of the people that have signed up so far are people that I have managed to personally message. PMing people is how business gets done. It takes a lot more work than you think it's going to take. It takes a lot more time than you think it's going to take. And it takes a lot more one-on-ones than you think it's going to take. And in fact, if you're not doing several one-to-ones with people a week and making a point of connecting with people and having those coffees or one-to-one meetings, then you're going to see that you probably are not connecting with enough people to actually get enough clients. And it's really hard to, if you're working a full-time job and then you're trying to do all of the things that come around, networking and trying to build relationships with people so that you can actually get in the door to actually have a conversation about, hey, how can I help you? And usually it's about, helping people. And yours is spiritual awakening and working on healing themselves with color, healing, and angels. That is really cool. And you're going to be looking for people who are having spiritual awakenings. You're probably going to be looking for people of a certain age and women in specific that are probably interested in listening to this, right? You're not going to go after, somebody who is maybe, a die-hard missionary for the Mormon Church to be talking about, healing yourself with color, healing, and angels. You might, but you might not. So you want to be very, very aware of who your ideal clients are and where they live and what their behaviors look like and what age they might be. And Lord knows, it's not that you don't accept clients outside of that ideal client audience window, but one of the things that happens is the more specific you get with who you're looking for, the more likely you are to get them. So for instance, if I'm looking for attorneys and nonprofits, and I am, by the way, and I'm very specific in every single one of my networking meetings and saying, hey guys, I'm looking to meet and work with attorneys and nonprofits. If I sit here and repeat, hey, I'm looking to work with attorneys and nonprofits on their marketing, then you guys are going to give me attorneys and nonprofits. If I sit here and talk about building Facebook groups every single time, hey guys, I help people build Facebook groups. If I told you I build Facebook groups every single day, then you're going to remember, hey, I build Facebook groups every single day. So it's about your messaging. It's about being super consistent with your messaging, and it's about doing one thing and doing it very well. And it's about focusing on, having a super clear message and letting people know what you do. Because a lot of times people don't know what we do. I know a lot of people in this group don't know exactly what it is that I do, other than I'm a group owner. I actually own a digital marketing agency where we do all of the digital marketing black arts. So we're doing websites and social media and ads and Facebook and Instagram and all the social media. and funnels and ads and all the things and tying them up and making them work together. Because a lot of times people forget that all the pieces actually have to, work together in order for them to actually produce. So that is kind of our thing with Fiercely Marketing. But I don't promote myself a whole lot here in the group by design and by purpose. But you want to focus on your connections. Figure out where your people live. Who are your people? What kind of people are likely to buy your products and services? Where do they hide? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Where do you prefer to hang out? Are you supposed to go to live meetings? Are you supposed to go to virtual meetings? And chances are you're going to have to kiss a lot of frogs before you start finding your princes. This goes back to making sure that you're structuring your business in such a way that if you deliver a service that it's worth your time to do it, that you've not spent 500 hours marketing to get a single sale, and then you have to spend another 500 hours marketing to get another single sale for $2. If you're going to spend 500 hours marketing to get a single sale, then it should be multiple thousands of dollars. And it's important that you factor your labor and your costs into that pricing as well. So I hope that this helps. I know I was answering a question for Shannon Turner tonight. And, it's really about, figuring out, okay, who am I trying to attract? And I know a lot of people get really upset at me when I say, well, who is it exactly that you're trying to find? What is it that you're trying to do? At the end of the day, it's important to have those things well defined when you start doing marketing, when you start your business. What does success look like to you? And how are you going to be successful? And hey, Susan, good to see you. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're putting yourself in the direct path of your clients. You're building those relationships. You're making friends in that sphere and in that domain, because it's really hard to get clients if you're not connecting with the right people. It's really hard to get people to pay anything if you are totally connecting with people who don't have, 2 pennies to rub together. They talk about being an author. Well, they might be able to pay you in bread, and that's about it. And hey, Michelle, good to see you. So I want to take a moment here to sidetrack and say, look, we're going to be talking about growing your business next week at the One Summit. It is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. And we're going to be talking about a lot of the mindset pieces, but we're also going to be talking about a lot of the marketing pieces, like using speaking. We're going to be talking about PR. We're going to be talking about video. We're going to be talking about using social media to actually get clients in your business. We're going to have a panel discussion on Friday night as part of our VIP. So many amazing things that we are doing for you guys. And I hope that you will click on the button, click on the link. I'm going to post it in the group and join us. And let me know if you have registered by giving me a hashtag register. And let me know that you've registered. I see a couple people on here who have registered, and I'm really excited to be welcoming you to the summit. So, sorry, my voice is kind of coming and going because I've been talking since 9 o'clock this morning. But the summit is going to be really, really amazing next week. We have got 18 speakers. We've got another couple of people coming on board who are going to be doing short little vignettes. We've got networking events during the summit. The power of networking alone in the breakout rooms is going to be phenomenal. You want to be there for that. We're expecting at least 100 people to come to the summit next week, and it's going to be amazing. And the cool thing is that we are going to be, doing a lot of really cool things for you guys to help you grow your business. Yes, Patty, we are doing a panel discussion as part of the VIP on Friday night. And I am working on confirming the last couple of people on that panel, but it's going to be on using social media to get clients for your business. And we're going to be doing some speed networking events in between different speakers. And we're going to be doing some fun things as well. in between speakers to get your brain and your blood flowing, so that you don't feel like you are completely stuck to the chair for 7 or 8 hours a day. We've got vendor booths available. If you're interested in vendor booths, please let me know. I'll be happy to connect you with the information. It's basically $100 to get a vendor booth connection, and it's basically a Zoom room that you get, and you can man it either during the full event or just during lunch, and you'll need to let us know kind of what you're doing. And it includes tickets. So anywho, let me know how I can support you guys. You know, when we start talking about growing your business, you know, your first few clients, if you get clients out of family and friends, are relatively easy. They're your soft audience, they're your easy audience. In fact, it's a lot of where realtors do really well is their family and their friends, or even people who go into car sales, right? The first 5 or 10 are really easy, you know, maybe 5 for most people. But then after that, we exhaust our family network, our friends network. And it's important that we're out in the network looking for networking meetings to attend, coming into Women's Entrepreneur Network and actually connecting with people and commenting on things and posting and being an active member of the community. You don't get if you don't put something out there, if you don't give, if you don't post, if you don't make yourself known, if you don't make your presence felt regularly, early, often, and regularly, you're not going to get the kinds of clients that you need to get in your business. But if you go out there and you put yourself out there regularly, you're going to get more clients. And what do I mean by putting yourself out there regularly? So a lot of people get frustrated here in the Women's Entrepreneur Network and in a lot of groups because you can't promote. There's a lot of things that you can do to be of value in the group and be a huge influencer in the group and get a lot more reach than anything you could ever do promoting. By posting valuable content, by being a resource, by engaging with other people and doing more than, hey, hire me, you're going to see a lot more uptake in your business. By, you know, telling people about what it's like to write a book, what it can do for their business. By sharing hints and tips and little pieces of information, it's going to make people want to hire you. Think about that when you are thinking about, okay, well, what can I post? Well, hints and tips and valuable information that other entrepreneurs might want is going to get you hired. And oh, by the way, I'm happy to hire you, you know? So make sure that you are putting yourself out there, that you are connecting with people, genuine relationships, you know, that you're adding Facebook friends, that you are doing all the connecting kinds of things, because we're in a, you know, COVID lifestyle right now. And in many parts of the country, I don't know when we're going to go back to meeting in person for networking. I know that BNI is probably not going to meet network locally here in person until the new year at the earliest, right? Because getting 25 or 30 or 50 people in a room, all of us wearing masks and trying to be heard, yeah, that's not going to work. Much less eating and all of that. So, you know, think about ways that you can connect with people online. Use Women's Entrepreneur Network to your advantage, which means posting, which means commenting, which means being a general, you know, citizen in the group and communicating with people and connecting with them. It will get you all of the resources in the world. So let me know how I can be a resource to you guys. I would love to chat with every single one of you. Consider this your personal invitation to join us for the One Summit. If you can hear my voice, join us. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I cannot wait to see you there. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.